What's going on, y'all? Timmy 2 times here. Y'all call me Tim for short. Welcome to No Comment. This is a movie breakdown. All right, the movie we're going to be talking about today is none other than, boom, Alien Romulus. It just came out in the movie theater. Just went to go and see it. Check it out. As you can see, I was definitely excited to go see this movie. I went to 11 a.m. showing. I do not go to the movie theater this early. This was like extremely early for me. All right, so again, this is the 9th installment. First, we start off with Alien, then Aliens with an S, then we got Aliens 3, then we got Alien Resurrection, then we got Prometheus, then we got Alien Covenant, then we got Alien vs. Predator, then we got Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and now we got Alien Romulus, which is the 9th in the installment of the whole doo-wop pop pop pop. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the movie. Okay, the movie starts off first with a spaceship in space, and it's going on alien fragments. You know what? That's rude for me to chew. Let me stop. Let me put the popcorn down. Hope I ain't got nothing on my beard. All right, boom. This is how it starts off. We're in space. There's a spaceship that's going into this large fragment of all these broken pieces from another spaceship. Look like it exploded. It gets real close inside the fragments, and it grabs one of the rocks. Perfectly gets it into the docking station on the spaceship, and then it zooms to the lab. Now they're in the lab, they're taking a laser. The laser cuts the rock fragment open, and inside the rock fragment is the xenomorph. They pull the xenomorph out, then they zoom in on the mode of the xenomorph inside the fragment. Boom, there you go. I don't know how much time went by, but I know some time went by. Now we are on a space colony. It's about 60 to 65 light years away from Earth. It looks to be like a mining colony. There's like a lot of miners on this planet. So yeah, and there's no light on this planet. So any light that's on this planet is light that they produce. So now we meet our main character. Her name is Rain, accompanied by Andy, which is her android brother. Now Andy is like an older android. Like his mannerisms and stuff like that are not normal, kind of like delayed speech, the movement, his reactions and stuff like that, but he just loves to tell jokes. All right, so now time's up. Rain has paid her dues up in these streets, and now she is ready to relocate to another place, because after you put in so many hours of service, you get to leave the planet. So she walks up to the lady at the counter, which is giving travel agency. She gives the lady her papers. The lady's looking through her papers. She tells the lady, okay, like she's eligible for a transfer and she's ready to leave this planet. And the lady was like, okay, where do you want to go? She tells the lady where she wants to go. But the lady's like, you know what? Baby. You're not going nowhere. We put about 5+ more years on your sentence, so now you got to stay a little longer. You got to keep on mining. Rain is devastated. So Rain walks away, and as she's walking away, she sees Andy getting beat up by a couple of guys. She rushes over to help Andy. The guys run away. Andy's on the ground, like glitching, like he's just like, glitching. So she goes to her neck, does a little turn around, boom, boom, boom. Andy's back to his kind of off self. So her and Andy are sitting down. She gets a call from Tyler. Tyler must be somebody who she has some type of romantic encounter with or something like that, because that's what it was given. But he tells her, hey, I need to see you. Come immediately and make sure you bring Andy. So they get to the location. So it's 5 of them plus Andy, the android. They're sitting down talking. They're like, listen, there is a Weyland spaceship out in the atmosphere, and it has 5 cryotubes on it. If we can get those cryotubes, we can use those cryotubes to escape and go to another planet, because they're never going to let us leave this planet. They're going to keep on adding time onto our sentence, and we're going to be stuck here forever. And then Tyler tells her, listen, we need Andy to get us on the spaceship, and we also need him to watch us while we are in cryosleep. However, once we get to our destination, androids are not allowed on this planet, so Andy is going to be terminated. Rain is like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So she was just kind of like very hesitant. She was like, no, that's out of the question. And they kind of kept talking to her about it. And, Andy was like, okay, whatever I can do to help you, your father programmed me to look after you. So whatever I can do to help you, then that's what I'm going to do. Rain decides to go on this mission. However, she don't tell Andy that he gonna be terminated. Shady. So now they suit up, they head to the spaceship. Now it's Bjorn, Andy, and Tyler. They're going onto the spaceship to look for the cryopods. As they're looking for the cryopods, they stumble upon the cryopods, but then they notice that the cryopods do not have enough fuel to get them to their destination. So they're like, okay, what are we gonna do? Mission is a failure. And they're like, wait, no, let's keep on looking. They gotta have a supply depot on board this ship. So now they're exploring the ship and they're looking for the supply depot. In the midst of them looking for the supply depot, Bjorn almost falls into a hole, but he's saved by Andy. He doesn't like Andy because his parents got killed by an android because something was happening in one of the mines, and the android had to make a quick decision to save a large group of people. And in order to save those large group of people, 2 other people had to be killed. So he shut off the mine, and those people got trapped in the mine, and those people end up being Bjorn's family members. So Bjorn does not like androids. So after Bjorn throws his hissy fit with Andy, he turns around and he sees that the hole is really deep. It goes down levels, like several levels on board the ship. It looks like it's been caused from the blood from the xenomorphs, because we know that the xenomorphs' blood is acid. Then they pan over and they see Rook, which is an android that is kind of like a duplicate of Ash from Alien Part 1. And we already know how Ash was shady. So half of Rook's body is missing. It looks like maybe one of the xenomorphs got a hold of him and sliced him in half, or maybe even the acid blood from them kind of ate through his lower half. All right, that's it. I'm not telling y'all nothing else. Y'all got to go ahead and pay y'all money and watch the movie just like I did to see the full movie. Right, next up, this is the hard part. I have to rate this movie. I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10. I was kind of disappointed. Yeah, I know. I'm going to tell you why, but you got to watch to the end. But if you watch all the way to the end, it's definitely going to have some spoilers. So if you want to be nosy and find out why I rated 6 out of 10, keep watching. For those of you who are going to leave, thanks for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, comment, like. Let me know in the comments what y'all rated this movie, how y'all felt about this movie, and I'm out. All right, y'all still here, so let's get into the spoiler. One of the girls is pregnant, Rook is not dead, and Andy gets an upgrade. That's all I'm going to tell y'all for the spoiler. All right, so the reason why I said 6 out of 10, I feel like the plot could have been better. I feel like despite what happened and the way that they chose to go, I feel they could have went down another direction. I feel like the ship could have landed on the planet where the miners are. The xenomorphs could have gotten loose and started to destroy the planet and wreak havoc. And then somehow Whaling Industries came in and tried to cover it up, or they could have been behind the whole thing. Also, I feel like the xenomorphs had cameos. They really wasn't doing like they was doing in the other movies. It's like they don't always just use their tail to kill. Like, come on now. And the face huggers, those things, like, they were looking like, close up, they were looking like pieces of rubber. They did not look real. Now, when they showed the scenes when they were all, like, going crazy, trying to get through the doors and all that stuff like that, that was okay. But the close-ups, it was not giving me real. And when one of them was on the girl's face and the flaps and stuff was, like, inhaling and exhaling, they were just looking like cheap, like rubber balloons. Like, it just was not doing what I thought. I feel like the CGI could have been a lot better in this movie. However, I will say one of the parts in it that kind of made me jump was when Rain kind of did the pose like Ripley did when she had the gun in her hand and she was about to fight the xenomorphs. That part, I was like, yes, oh, she about to shut it down. All right, and with that being said, y'all, I'm out for real this time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I'm speaking into existence because that's what you're supposed to do. Bye.